Potent Pondering, and I know you probably wondering what is going on with Young Thug and Gunna. Well, Young Thug came out. You know everything that transpired last week. He was released. He took a plea deal, and Young Thug came out today and he said, "Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy." So a lot of people was, puzzled by this because especially with Young Thug, he was in front of the judge and he asked the judge for permission pretty much to be able to record records with Gunna. So some people found that to be strange, but I was kind of digging around the internet and seeing like, did Gunna, I don't believe he snitched because he made it clear that he did not cooperate or anything, right? So I was just doing some homework on the internet and it said no. Atlanta rapper Gunna did not snitch. Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, has denied the allegations that he snitched to avoid jail time. And I also ended up finding an article when Gunna was released from prison. The Too Easy rapper, his name, posted a Snapchat where he sits in a high ceiling living room on a white couch alongside a poignant message about the case. He said N-words acting like they switching to one side, but it's only one side. And he also was shouting out the YSL label. So assuming that there was no issues. And he also stated in his statement, Free Thug and Yak proclaiming Gunna is back. So that was an article that was posted once Gunna ended up taking his plea deal. After spending most of the year in jail, Gunna stressed upon his release that he was not cooperating with the prosecutors. So a lot of people had that mixed up with Gunna getting out. They was wondering, did he snitch on anybody? And he made it clear he wasn't cooperating with prosecutors, with his lawyer noting that the 29-year-old MC had taken an Alford plea deal, which allows a defendant to enter a formal admission of guilt while still maintaining their innocence. So the Alford plea allows the defendant to enter a formal admission of guilt, but still maintain an innocence. In technical terms, Gunna pleaded guilty to a single charge against him and was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but they ended up suspending it, being that he already served a year in prison. So, and Gunna said this: while I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, I have not interviewed and have not cooperated or agreed to testify or to be a witness against any party in the case. So absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial or the process. So Gunna made that very clear that, he didn't snitch, he didn't do no interviews, and he's not cooperating. But what I want to say is this though, right? What do you do? Like, I know that they can say one thing and they can do another because they know, listen, these lawyers know, the system knows how high profile that these cases are. You don't know what's going to happen on the street level or anything like that. And you see that Gunna has definitely been successful. He's been out here selling out shows. People love Gunna's music. But is there something that Young Thug knows that we don't? Because why would he come out and make that statement and he tweeted and deleted? Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy. So it's something he's disassociating away. And a lot of people, like I said, they feel thrown for a loop because he was just, pleading pretty much with the court to say, can he make music with Gunna? So listen, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. I felt like that was a little crazy, like in my opinion, because you would think based on Gunna saying that he's not snitching, not cooperating, not doing no interviews or anything like that, and then Thug saying that he wanted to do music with him, asked the judge for that. I just found that to just be a little strange. But anyway, I want to move on. Let's move on. So the next thing I want to talk about is Diddy. So do you know that Diddy, I'm thinking that Cassie can never speak out against Diddy. And I'm going to just read this article because I don't know if this pertains to everybody who's associated with the trafficking case. But listen, the judge rejected a gag order request by Sean Combs. So you know that how these rich people do. They want to gag order everybody. They want to be able to do any and everything to you, make you sign an NDA, and that you can never speak on it, right? So listen. So a federal judge rejected Sean Diddy Combs' attempts to silence all potential witnesses in his criminal SCX trafficking case on Friday, saying that his concerns do not outweigh an alleged victim's right for free speech. Right? So, yes. So the judge is saying that his concerns do not outweigh an alleged victim's right for free speech. I want to hear from Cassie. And they were saying that his son was even speaking about saying something online on Instagram or something like that. I want to hear from Cassie. And I feel like, listen, if she's lived through that and that was her experience, why can't she come out and talk about it? Why can't she? Who cares if he paid her, damages or whatever? Now, if they work that out, would 30 million make me stay quiet? I don't know, but I feel like it's her life. She should be able to come forward if she want to disclose whatever she wants to. She should be able to do interviews. She should be able to run a full campaign just like Kamala did with, I'm being facetious. But anyway, so Combs' team moved for a gag order to stop potential witnesses and their attorneys from speaking publicly after more than a dozen civil lawsuits were filed alleging. So does this impact Cassie? Let me know in the comments. But I feel like Cassie also filed something recently because she also wants to speak. So, all right. So, alleging that the sexual assault and following media interviews one witness gave after they appeared before the grand jury. So, with all of these new cases that was being filed, he says that he wants gag orders on them, right? So, Judge Arun Subramaniam said that he is balancing Combs' right to a fair trial with the First Amendment rights of his alleged victims, which is freedom of speech. So not all alleged victims will be participants in this case, and blanket restriction in their speech will silence individuals who may never have anything to do with the proceedings here. And in any event, less restrictive alternatives must be considered and rejected before imposing a restraint on speech, Judge Subramaniam wrote in order. So the order comes as Combs' legal team filed a new request seeking release from jail based on the new information they argue that undercuts the prosecution's allegations that Combs forced women and others to engage in drug-fueled, days-long sex acts. All right. So, and you know what's so interesting too? I seen that Diddy denied for his fourth bail hearing, because I seen something by Nation News. They posted this article that I had actually bookmarked to my phone, and I wanted to come back and read it to y'all. But then when I just went back moments ago, the article, when I clicked on the page, it said this page cannot be found. So was that true? Did his fourth bail hearing get denied? Because now that page is gone. All right. So Combs was twice denied bail by the first magistrate judge who appeared before, and again the trial judge assigned, and then by the trial judge assigned by the case. The judge recused himself, and the case was transferred to Judge Subramaniam. So prosecutors have argued that Combs poses a physical threat to witnesses and victims and engaged in witness tampering by having contact with certain individuals connected to the case. All right. So in a court filing with numerous redactions, Combs' attorneys claim that information that they've obtained from prosecutors negates that the government claim that there is a second victim in addition to victim one, as identified in the indictment, and weakens prosecutors' allegation of witness tampering. All right. So the new material demonstrates that the government previously misrepresented the weight of the evidence, and it undermines the government's claim that Mr. Combs presents danger, Combs' lawyers wrote to the judge. Combs' legal team said that there's evidence that undermines the core allegation that he sex trafficked his former long-term girlfriend, identified as victim one, who is Cassie. All right. So the government recycled victim one's allegations, but the case requires her potential testimony, which will be refuted by years of written correspondence, other documentary evidence. Combs' lawyers also argue that the conditions of the Metropolitan Detention Center, where he is housed, makes it difficult for him to be prepared for trial. During a recent government sweep of the federal jail, they said guards confiscated Combs' pens. So listen, y'all trying to get him up out of there because it's the conditions. You don't want him being in a place that he's not getting he ain't eating no Wagyu beef or whatever. And now you talking about they taking his pens? Come on now. Is he having any visits there? Why he doesn't have a person that's preparing all of these documents for him? I'm pretty sure, what does he need to write? Have somebody else do it. I'm pretty sure he's getting phone calls. We just seen him speaking to his sons and everything the other night. What can you say pretty much behind bars? I'm pretty sure he has a statement. Come on, ain't no way that they're taking all the pens away from him. They just trying to say any and everything. Now the guards is taking the pens. So officers ruffled through the personal notes and left them scattered, out of order, disorganized. These notes include his work product and notes reflecting communications with defense counsel. The officers also seized Mr. Combs' pens, leaving them unable to take notes while reviewing discovery of during his counsel calls, they wrote. All right, so this just is an article in regards to, Diddy trying to plead his case and trying to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think Diddy going nowhere. I don't even know why he trying. Just sit this one out. You did what you did. Cassie, if Cassie is able to speak and give us more detail than what, was put in the initial judgment, lawsuit, whatever, right? That can do further damage. So And they saying that victim one, which is the girlfriend, she may have to testify. So listen, I'm interested in seeing what's gonna come, what's gonna come from that, and if Cassie is going to testify during this trial. So anyway, let's move on. The last thing I want to talk about is Cardi B. So Cardi B was at last night at the Knicks game, and I just want to stress this and just say it again. And I know that I've said this before. Cardi B is at this game, and you see the black girl that's next to her, T Styles. Check this video out. Now, in this video, they're saying that Cardi B got booed. I did see some different clips online, and I'm going to be fair. I don't think that she got booed. I think that people, they altered the audio. I don't know. Listen, let me just tell you this, right? As it pertains, be fair. When it comes to, I know that it's this rush between the fans, between Nicki fans, Cardi fans, right? And of course, there's more of us than them. And they get happy when they get any droplings and driplets and any turds dropped from the little rats. You know how people are. They get happy. So Cardi was out last night. They get their droppings. What I don't understand is Cardi, where's Maria? Where's Marisol? Why is every time you out? And shout out to the people who show and have an array of different friends, all over, that from different races, nationalities, backgrounds. But every time we see Cardi B out, she's with a black woman. Why you don't got... And y'all be thinking that I be being funny, just trying to fill up space when I'm talking. No, Cardi B does not have any bad Dominican mommies. Why is every time that she's out? Hennessy Carolina, she just did all that ranting and raving online for you the other day. Why she wasn't out at the Knicks game with you? You know what I'm saying? Cardi looked nice. She had a little red hair. That's about it for me. She looked nice, and I'll say that. But it's like the focus for me is just damn, Star Brim is locked up now. T Styles is with you everywhere. It's it's always that black girl somewhere. Where's the bad Dominican mommies with the blowouts, with the bad bodies? You keep telling us that Dominicans love surgery and all of this. You know what I would like to see Cardi B do? I would like to see her with a bad Dominican girl, hair pressed out or up, like how she be doing those old lady up styles or whatever. Bad body banging. But she don't got that. For some reason, I don't think Cardi feels protected in that. Y'all remember when I played that clip the other day when she was up in Target, right? She was in there and she had well, she's not Mexican. She had her Dominican cousin or whatever that was in there. What? They only good enough to hold the bags, but they not good enough to pop tags and go out to the NBA shows and be front row? Oh, you want to protect them because you don't see you want to protect them on a social front because you don't want people either finding their Instagram or following them because that's your family and you really care about them. These Negroes and Negresses that you flick up with and take pictures with in the club, they just your club friends. And this is why I used to tell y'all why you never seen Cardi B. You only seen Star Brim in certain mediums with Cardi when it came to, now I'm not saying she never been there, but when you see Cardi with her family and stuff like that, you never seen Star Brim. You would see Cardi in the club, or the only time I seen them in some sort of intimate setting is when she was right there before Star Brim went to prison. I found that to be really, really interesting. But let me know what you think. Do you think Cardi B got booed? I don't think she got booed. I think that somebody altered the footage, and whatnot. But yeah, nonetheless, big focus on that, And I used to say this to my friend, rest in peace to them, but I used to say this because, and they told me, listen, let me tell you something. I am onto something. Then I'm going to wrap this video up, right? One of my homeboys who passed away, I said to him, I was just like, hey, I noticed you have a lot of Hispanic friends. You don't have no black friends? Call me whatever you want to say. And I know people can be friends with whoever they want to, but listen to what he told me. He said growing up, he had gotten into a lot of trouble when he was younger, and his mother snatched him up and took him out of that school and put him into another school. So that's what he got acclimated to. So when he was younger, I don't know if his mom kind of put it in his mind that you hang around with these people like that you're going to be in trouble. So now in adult age, I look around, all you got is Latino friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. People love who they want to love, right? And those were some of his best friends too. But I noticed it. But what I'm trying to tell you, it was a story behind it. Why we keep seeing Cardi flick up with all these black girls? Where is Marisol and Maria? But you know what the truth of the matter is? Cardi growing up, and look up her old pictures, which I know that you've probably seen already. She wasn't cute. And them bad Dominican mommies, they ain't want nothing to do with her. That's the thing. And now she's done fixed herself up, and Maria and them don't even really recognize her no more because they over with Marisol and they eating chalupas. No, chalupas is Mexican. I don't know what to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. She wasn't that growing up. Now she's trying to act like she that. You understand what I'm saying? Potent, pondering, never pandering. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Thumbs up the video. Please support the channel. The Cash App is in the description. Let me know what you think about the Young Thug and Gunna. Like, why Young Thug say that after asking the judge for permission to work with Gunna? You understand? Why is Diddy trying to silence the victims and put gag orders? He trying to put gag orders. No, we want to hear them talk. We want to hear every little dirty thing that you did, Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And then Cardi, did they boo her? I don't think they booed her. You know what I'm saying? Cardi looked cute with her red hair. You know, that's the minimal thing that I'll say. But where are the Hispanic and the Latina friends? That's what I want to know. Potent, pondering. I'm up out of here. Peace.